If you are watching this video and you don't have somebody to practice the guitar with, you are maybe living somewhere where you are the only person with your guitar and then you want to practice and you don't know how to go about it, this video is for you because I'm going to show you a very simple method that you don't necessarily need another person. This is just like a backup plan when you don't have somebody. So what I mean is something like this. This is just me playing all by myself. Imagine that there's nobody playing like the other parts. I'm simply playing my chords and then I'm equally playing scales at the same time. This is one thing that will sharpen your ability to improvise as a guitar player because I'm combining both rhythm and lead playing at the same time. If you want to learn how to do stuff like this, just watch the video till the end. In order to understand this particular style, you will need to understand the two sides of it, the chord aspect and then what I'm playing on those lead lines. So for the chords, I'm playing the key of D, for example. For the purpose of this video, I'll use the chord progression I played earlier. I'm playing a 6, 4, then it's 1 and a 5. So that is a D minor, G major, a D major and an A major. So there is actually a formula to play this stuff. The good thing about knowing formulas is whenever you are in any scenario, once you can apply the formula, it will work, okay? So this is what the formula sounds like. Chord, chord, then I'm playing the scale. Then chord, chord. Let me say that there are different ways to actually do this. This is just one of those ways. So chord, chord, then scale. Then chord, chord, scale. Chord, chord, then scale. Sounds very interesting. Like when I figured how to do this stuff, like sometimes I can just pick the guitar and I'm doing it by myself. Like you can actually use it for different styles of music, blues, you can use it for jazz, you can use it for gospel, whatever it is. The idea is that you don't need anybody, especially when you don't have anybody to play with. You can just pick up the guitar and jam all by yourself. So this is how to do it. Now for the scale aspect, the pentatonic scale is one of the things where I use two different scales. So as a beginner or intermediate player, you have knowledge of your pentatonic or your major scale. The major scale or your pentatonic scale, the minor pentatonic or the major pentatonic. Okay, so the scale is usually applied in that space. There is a space. You notice I'm doing after the chord, chord, then space, then chord, chord, space. So chord, chord, then the space, space. So in those spaces, that's where we're applying our lead lines. Alright, so the chord, chord, I'm playing the D major pentatonic scale. It goes like this. Do, re, mi, sol, la, do. And the notes are actually part of my B minor pentatonic. La, then do, re, mi, sol, la, do. La, do, re, mi, sol, la, do. So if you're in any key, by the way, let me give you this tip. Look for the sixth of that key. For example, if we're in C major, what's our sixth? Is our A minor, right? The minor pentatonic, our A minor pentatonic, the minor pentatonic of that sixth is the same thing as the major pentatonic of the root, which is our C. Meaning our A minor pentatonic contains the same notes as my C major pentatonic. It's just the starting point that matters, but let's just leave that one aside. So this is how we're applying it. So make sure that the notes that you are playing are actually following the timing and they are on time so that they don't exceed the timing and then it doesn't look like your notes are not coming out well, right? So let's try and do it together. So I'm doing La, my 6, 4, then I'm doing on my 5th fret I'm doing Sol, La, Do, Re, So chord, chord, then the lead line, then chord, chord. I'm just reversing my D major pentatonic scale, which is, I'm playing it, right? So chord, chord, then chord, chord. So I'm doing, so you can just play around your pentatonic scale in any order. This is just a formula I'm giving you, so your starting point does not matter. It's just based on what you want, and it's not limited to what I'm playing. Just explore, because you have different options of notes. That's option 1. Option 2, the scales you can use, another scale you can use is the major scale. So my D major scale, right? Since we're on D, I'll do chord, chord. And you can change the progression. Change the chord progression still. That's just it. Very, very simple stuff. So this is something you can use when you don't have anybody to practice the guitar with and you just want to jam all by yourself. It helps you to be creative with your skills, and you're playing rhythm and lead, combining two of them at the same time. So I believe this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, I've actually created a similar video like this where I explained in another key. So I'm going to link the video so that I just watch it and get more understanding. So if you watched this video to this point, but then you still want to learn more about soloing and you don't know how to go about it, I need a structured guide. I've already created a course. It's an intermediate course that teaches you like the basis of your scale, your triads, your major scale, pentatonic scale, and all of that, and then how to solo with them, and also their different positions on the fretboard, so that you're not just limited to one position. If that sounds like something you want, just use the links attached to this video or the description to get it. And if you want to take soloing to the next level, watch this video right here.